Okay, so when Jesus said the end times would be as in the days of Noah, what did he really mean by that? Because I think a lot of people just think, oh, lots of sin.
Right. And that's true, but it's only part of the picture. For the people who first heard him say that, they understood a much bigger context instantly.
What context is that?
We're talking about a massive cosmic rebellion, a spiritual history that's kind of been forgotten. It's not just about people being bad, it's about divine boundaries being deliberately broken.
Okay.
So if you look at Genesis 6, I mean, it describes something beyond just normal human wrongdoing. It
Yeah.
talks about total depravity.
Total.
Yeah, every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. That's intense. The whole earth was filled with violence, corruption, just saturated with it.
And there's that really strange part, isn't there, about the sons of God and the daughters of men? That seems key.
It's absolutely crucial. That wasn't just, everyday interaction. It indicates a breach, heaven's order being disrupted, and that's what led to the Nephilim.
Ah, the Nephilim, the mighty men, the men of renown. Sounds unnatural.
Exactly. Unnatural is the right way to think about it. It was a disruption. And the earliest believers, they knew about this. They understood the watchers, the fallen angels behind it, polluting humanity.
So the flood wasn't just hitting reset because people were immoral?
No, it was more specific. It was like a quarantine against this corrupted line, this spiritual and maybe even biological interference that had entered the human story.
That's a critical difference.
It is. And you see Peter and Jude confirming this later, right? They talk about the sin of those specific angels and link it directly to the unique corruption before the flood.
Okay, so if the root problem was this kind of cosmic corruption and interference, how does that pattern show up today? What should we be looking for?
Well, think about how that ancient rebellion happened. A big part of it involved sharing forbidden knowledge, unauthorized wisdom, dark arts.
Like sorcery and things.
Exactly. Knowledge that wasn't meant for humans. Like reaching for fruit, God specifically said not to touch. It establishes this pattern of wanting autonomy, wanting power outside of God's design.
Right. And when you put it like that, the parallels today are kind of chilling, aren't they? With AI accelerating so fast, genetic editing, transhumanism, brain chips.
It definitely raises questions. Now, human ingenuity itself, that's God-given. The problem isn't technology itself.
So where's the line?
The line is in the motivation. Is it serving God and humanity within his boundaries? Or is it driven by this relentless pride, this desire for autonomy, to gain mastery, to find life, create consciousness apart from the Creator? That's when we're opening doors we were never meant to touch.
It's like trying to remake life in our own image.
Precisely. That's the echo of the ancient defiance. And you see the same spiritual blindness today, often masked by, prosperity, convenience.
Yeah, and just mocking anything righteous, twisting God's design. It feels very familiar.
And that's the lesson Jesus pointed to. He said people would be eating, drinking, marrying, just living a life, totally oblivious, just like in Noah's day.
While judgment was approaching.
Exactly. But Noah wasn't oblivious. He was righteous. He walked with God. And think about it. He spent 120 years building that ark, enduring ridicule the whole time. That's obedience. That's faithfulness.
So for us today, the call isn't panic or getting lost in conspiracies?
No, it's discernment. It's obedience, faithfulness, watching, and yes, warning others clearly.
Because the door will shut again.
It will. And Scripture is clear. This time the judgment isn't water, it's fire. 2 Peter 3.7 confirms that.
Wow. Okay. So we can really see what Jesus meant now, the pattern. He pointed out the defiance, the corruption, the reaching for forbidden power. It's visible again.
It is.
So here's something to think about. The ancient world was judged for seeking autonomy from God, using forbidden knowledge to corrupt creation. How much do today's movements to remake life, to create consciousness totally separate from God, how much do they carry that same signature of ancient rebellion?